Hello, I'm Paul.
I'm George, and this is
Six Nations Fantasy Rugby.
Geeks on the Go.
15 players, 15 minutes, no fuss, no faff.
Just fantasy.
Hello, George.
Hello, Paul. Have you recovered from Super Saturday yet?
I don't think I have, to be honest with you. I really don't think I have. That was the most, do you know what, just progressively bonkers day. I was so good, wasn't it?
A roller coaster of emotions, both on the fantasy and on the actual rugby itself.
It was just madness. It was just pure madness. And we'll talk about the games in a second, but the England game, I just said to my friend, do you know what? As long as this is just a nice back and forth, I'll be happy. My word. That was like eating my words. It was a proper ding-dong. I loved it.
I didn't see it coming either. Like when just England flying out the blocks for the first time in ages, and I did not see that England performance coming anywhere. I was expecting that France score, but I wasn't expecting that England score.
No, not at all. And we'll get there in a second.
Yeah.
But firstly, do you know what? Not to just wrap it up in a sentence. Scotland game kind of went how I expected it to.
I thought Scotland would put up more of a fight. It started off well. They, 3 very, very quick tries off the start. But I hoped, I wanted more. I was really backing Scotland. I wanted them to get the win. I think I predicted them to win as well last week. So pretty sad at the way that all ended up. But Ireland got stronger progressively as the tournament has progressed, especially with the introduction of the new faces, the McCloskeys, the Balakoons. I call them new faces, but they're not exactly young additions to the team. But really, they've owned those spots. And it's been great to see sort of a new batch of Ireland players coming through, and they definitely got stronger as it's gone on. But Scotland must be very disappointed by that.
I know. I don't know. It felt a bit, I think disappointing is the right word for it. It wasn't like Scotland played bad. Ireland just nullified them, didn't they?
Exactly. We're not angry. We're just disappointed.
Sorry, Scotland. It just, I was expecting a bit more. But hey, like you said, great to see new players for Ireland.
Yeah.
Little bit worried about what happens when they don't have a Gibson Park at their disposal, but they seem to have settled in. Crowley's looking good. Balakoon's brilliant. Obviously, Big
Crowley,
Stu.
Yeah, Crowley must be settled. That he's got to be their first choice 10. I think he's put that debate between him and Prendergast to bed, and it's going to be Crowley starting 10 for the foreseeable.
Exactly. And O'Toole, of course, O'Toole. It's a props world now, my friend. It's brilliant.
It is. It is. Yeah, no, really, really great to see the new faces coming through for Ireland. But you're right. When Jameson Gibson Park, who goes? They've got Craig Casey, Nathan Doak, who have both had a bit of time, but they've not exactly set the world alight when they've been playing.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a really tough one. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting couple of years. I think they'll hold on to him for the World Cup.
Yeah.
But after that, could have a bit of a Wales problem.
A Wales problem. Well, let's move on to Wales. Paul.
Yes. Oh, George. Look, I joked. I'm going to just hijack this one for a second. I joked with my friend because I told him about the Ospreys once, where the Ospreys won, and we had our 60-minute collapse. And I went in and I said to my partner, "We won!" And she went, "Oh my God, that's brilliant!" And she said, "Did you have the collapse?" I went, "Yes." And she went, "But you still won." And I went, the trick is to score 5 tries at the start of the collapse, and then you can maybe survive it. That's what we did. We scored 5 tries and conceded nearly 4 tries again.
Nearly.
Oh my gosh!
That cover tackle from Ellis Mee. I mean,
what?
Because I had Monty in my fantasy team as well, so I was watching that. I was like, no, he definitely touched that ball down first.
It was great though. Well, cometh the hour. Aaron Wainwright, absolutely brilliant.
What a player!
You know what? I loved it. So many people stood up. Ellis Mee stood up. Do you know at the start we were saying, God, he hasn't done much, has he, Ellis Mee? He absolutely stood up. Aaron Wainwright was brilliant. Dan Edwards, my boy Dan.
Yeah.
What a game. There we go. That shut up everyone, didn't it?
Yeah,
what
exactly.
What a game.
Well, you've been banging the Dan Edwards drum for as long as I've known you, and it was great to see it finally bear fruit on the international stage.
And do you know what? I actually think a lot of it had to do with the fact that our forwards were really doing well in that game. We had some go-forward ball. It was all looking good, but just that... Do you know what? I know sports psychology is is very fickle. People tend to regurgitate the same things, but it is true. When you're not used to winning, that last 10 minutes, your head goes.
Yeah.
And I think that's just what happened. We didn't lose intensity. Our head started going.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, oh, we're going to win this. It was, oh, God, we're going to lose this. Oh, God. And but it was so good to see. And I'm so happy. I'm just, it meant more to us than it did Italy losing that game.
Yeah.
It meant everything. So.
But that back row that Wales have got now is they're really starting to find their feet. Man, Botham and Wainwright together. I mean, it's going to be interesting for Jack Morgan when he comes back, and poor old Harry Deeves. I'm not sure when he's going to get his shot.
I know. I mean, again, we have an embarrassment of riches. Again, it's great. It's really lovely to be able to say, where is this person going to slot in? Cracknell as well.
Cracknell, yeah.
Rafael, he's just won the Prem Cup, hasn't he?
Tommy Turnover, he was one of my predictions at the start of this tournament, and he's played absolutely 0 minutes.
I was cursing Tandy at the start, but look, fair enough.
Progress.
It was one more win than I was expecting, so I'm happy.
A clear linear progress from week 1 to week 5.
Absolutely. So I'm happy, George, but. Even happier. I mean, I know you're probably not happy, but you've got to admit that was pure cinema, wasn't it?
I was happy, actually, to be honest. I know we lost, but just to see England in it and just see really, I mean, obviously there was problems there. Yeah. England's discipline, obviously the defence, and there was definitely some issues, but I just loved seeing England actually click and play really well against a quality side like France.
Yeah, big time. It was amazing. And do you know what? I feel so bad because I've watched the last 5 minutes and there was just that little catalogue of errors. I've probably listened now to about 5 different podcasts and they were all debating, should you have kicked it? Should it have been a different kick? Whatever. What did you win was that silly offload after what was an incredible turnover by Pollock.
Yeah.
Unforced offload and then 2 silly penalties. A high tackle and a slap down. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. That's what kills you, isn't it? It's a shame, but hey, when you see rugby like that, what is there to complain about?
So entertaining. And you're right. And with Pollock, I think a lot of it, a bit of it is probably inexperience. He should hopefully learn from this because, the kid's got massive talent, but that was just a bit of an error at the end, and mate, big red.
Oh, so for the listeners at home, George messaged me and said, so Chesham needs to have the game of his life for me to come near you. And I said something like, oh yeah, his hat trick incoming. And then those 2 tries, I started sweating, George.
When he scored that try from the halfway line, you know, when you get points like that on Super Brew are absolutely huge. You've got defenders beaten, you've got line breaks, you've got meters, and the try. I mean, I think I had about 60 points to make up, and the only difference we had between us was Chesham and you had Coles. So I got really annoyed when Chesham assisted Alex Coles for his try as well.
Yeah. I started I started feeling really good about myself.
Yeah,
and then that intercept. Oh my gosh.
Incredible. Yeah, Chesham, I couldn't have asked for any more, really.
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. But I tell you what, here we go. This is something interesting, and this is going to form part of today. Yeah, it's just a little bit of discussion, but just a quick non-fantasy discussion. It is a little bit of fantasy. Obviously, Bielbury 4 tries, incredible.
Yeah,
I'm sitting here on a chair saying, that's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. It's amazing. But he only made 40 meters, didn't beat one defender, nothing, no line, nothing. I was listening about how France are using him, which is basically that little space.
Yeah.
Kick it to him, hope he scores, which, to be fair, when you're the fastest player in world rugby, it's easy to do. Do you think if that gets exposed now and read, do you think that's... Because that's,
Well, he's been doing this for a good few years now. Yeah. And no one has found a way of stopping him.
Pure pace then, isn't it? Pace is king.
Pure pace, it's a cheat code. It's an absolute cheat code, and it just works and works and works. He's got that clinical finishing ability. So, there are not many players in that position who can do that time and again. He's got that pace to give himself that to give himself that space to get there.
Yeah.
But finishing is still a skill in itself. Picking up the ball from going on the ground at that kind of speed that he's going at. That's a massive talent, and no one has worked out a way of stopping him. It's interesting though. Do you know the one international team he's not scored against yet?
I was going to say Wales, but he obviously has.
Yeah.
Portugal?
Well, in fact, I don't know if he has. I don't know if he's played Portugal yet, but no, the Box. He's still never scored against the Box. Yeah,
really.
Yeah. So a bit like Jonah Lomu never scoring against South Africa. This could be it. But you're right though. I mean, he's got this role, and all tournament he's not really beaten many players or carried. His meters are massively down on last year, but he's just there for those tries. I was tempted to captain him, but I thought for that exact reason. All he does is score tries. But
I know, right?
he's not like a a Kyle Stain type player who racks up meters and is always looking for the ball. And even if he doesn't score tries, he always gets points. But with LBB, it's literally just tries. So I thought, no, I'm not going to bother captaining him. Stick to the safe thing with Ramos. And ouch.
Oh, man. Well, I did, I think, I can't remember if it was 5 Live or the Rugby Pod, but I did hear a stat. 18 months for club and country, he's played 50 games and scored 55 tries.
That's insane.
Isn't that mad? Isn't that mad? And these are not easy games either, are they?
No.
Like Bordeaux, top 14's one of the hardest leagues in the world to play.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And Europe as well. He's scoring loads of tries in there as well. So it just doesn't matter the opposition, doesn't matter the level. He's just a try machine.
Yeah, he's so good. Oh, George. Well, we're going to move on because otherwise I could talk about LBB all week.
Yeah,
and we're going to be going back to him for another couple of things. But I'm going to be announcing the winner, and I mean after last week, I think this is people are going to guess this, but our competition, I'll do official first.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to Super Brew. So official, well done, George. You beat me. It was a mighty 2,550 to 2,231. So you beat me by, what was that, 269.
Yeah. It was a great final week actually for me. Like pretty much all of my team delivered. Obviously I had LBB, Melancello, Jalabert, Dupont, Caden Doris. Wow, 54 points for him.
I know.
Sheehan, Tig, Chesham, Bradbury super sub, 24 points. Could have been worse.
Pretty good.
Better
than mine, mate. I got a big fat 0.
Who did you have? Who was your super sub?
Gaiton.
Oh, ouch. Ouch.
I know.
Yeah. So I ended up 1,642 overall. So pretty
that's pretty good. That's really good.
And I think there was 400k players this year.
That's fantastic, George.
Which was decent.
Yeah. But before, I've got a tip for players.
Yeah.
So anybody who's listening to this one, because I know it's afterwards, thank you. But here's a tip. Here's a great tip. I wrote down a team on my phone. And on my final weekend, I did as many Hail Marys as humanly possible. Because I wanted to beat you. And I wanted to beat my friend who was top of my league, etc. I did so many Hail Marys. I had the worst weekend I've had. And I worked it out. If I would have just used my tried and tested team, I would have topped my league with my friends.
Oh, that's painful.
So it might be worth saying to people, because we're talking about doing all these differentials.
Yeah.
I think there's a limit to how many differentials is too many. I genuinely think so, because like, I took out LBB. I took out so many big scorers. I took out Big Stu, swapped in for Eddie James. It just didn't work. So maybe if you are that far behind, you're going to have to keep a solid spine. You can't just rip everything up. So,
Speaking of that solid spine, I've got a really interesting stat to give you. So this was posted on Reddit by a guy called Dom33. You could have had a team that you selected for round 1 that you didn't touch throughout the entire tournament, so kept the same team, round 1 to 5, and you would have won the whole entire thing. If you'd selected Schumann, Lake and Carey, Tyburn and Chesham, Doris, Wainwright and Darge, Dupont, Jalibert, Ramos, Menoncello, McCloskey, Carl Steyn and Captain Louis Bielbieri, and set Timoney as your super sub, you would have ended up with 2,891 points, which would have been top of the world. No changes, no nothing. Even with Timoney's points being halved that week he was starting, you would have still won the entire thing. So it goes to show that people shouldn't listen to me and you on the podcast. They shouldn't watch my YouTube videos. They shouldn't tinker, check the stats, just set it and forget it.
I'm kind of tempted to make a team next year and just try that.
Yeah.
Just absolutely have a go.
It's amazing. And you would have been able to afford that team as well. It would have all been in budget.
Oh, that is insane.
Yeah. Incredible.
There's someone out there who would have done close to that and forgotten. Oh, my word.
Yeah, exactly. And that's despite Jalibert obviously not playing in round 3 as well.
That is crazy. Wow, thanks for that, George. That was a stat bomb there.
Incredible.
Love that.
And that team would have actually got you 693 points in round 5 as well.
Oh, my gosh. Almost double what I got. That is amazing. Crazy. Wow. Well, there we go, guys. Yeah. Don't agonize over your team. Just keep the same one.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep a solid spine.
Don't agonize and don't listen to us.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Please don't listen to us. Keep listening to the pod, but just don't listen to us. Yeah. And yes, this is where we've equalized because Super Brew.
Yes, once again,
I got you. 1,235.50 for me and 1,194 for you. And we both leveled on tries as well. So
yeah,
that was good.
Yeah.
So not much, about, what was it, 39 between us? So
yeah. Well, exactly. Chesham really closed that gap.
Chesham really closed it and got me sweating for a little bit. But yeah, it was. I didn't do well, George. My last 2 rounds were not great. They were no bueno.
But how did you end up over? Well, what was your overall rank? You must have been pretty high.
Okay. Do you want to know an interesting fact? This ties into the question. So I think I'm 58th or 56th in the world.
Yeah.
Either 56th, 58th, something like that. So fair enough. Great. I'm happy with that, actually. I'm saying this as if I'm not happy. I'm very happy. 58 in the world or something. 56.
Top 1%. Can't argue with that.
Oh, I've got it right here. 57 in the world. I cannot, out of 27,000, I cannot complain. But this is how tight Super Brew is, if anybody wants to play this again. So round 4, so I have captained Louis Biabary throughout the whole thing. How crazy is this? I worked this out. I know fantasy is ifs and buts and blah, 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 etc. I captained Biabary every single week, and that was my vow. And before the game started, I captained Balakoon.
Oh.
If I wouldn't have done that, I would have been 20th in the world. And here we go. This is the other crazy one. So that's all I had to do. Change my captain for that week, and I'm 20th.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have, because I actually was thinking about Steyn because he was in form, but I got seduced by the fixture. Steyn was on my bench. If I would have swapped Steyn for Balakoon, guess what I would have been?
Number 1.
3rd.
Oh my God.
That's it. One, literally, that's
all it takes. That's all it takes in fantasy. Sliding doors.
Isn't that crazy? I'm not upset because I would have backed that decision any day.
Yeah.
Who picks Kyle Steyn against France? You'd obviously going to pick Balakoon at home against Wales. But look at that, George. One benched player and just do the captain like I always do, and I'm 3rd in the world.
That's all it
mad,
takes.
isn't it?
Insane.
Anyway, just I couldn't believe it. Could not
Still
believe it.
A really, really good season for you. That's
was very happy with that. I do not like these people who get first in the world. That stress of just being 16th was enough to crumble me, George. I've not had a good couple of weeks. Like I've not slept. I was sitting in a pub on that Friday night, just looking at my phone. People must have thought I was insane. But before we do our awards, this is what I wanted to do today, George.
Yeah.
Just 5 minutes, just
Yeah.
for the listeners at home. I want an unrated, right? Uncut. Anything you want. What are your thoughts then on this Six Nations fantasy? How do you think this has been? Players aside, all of it, how do you think it's been? Do you have any suggestions? Do you have any thoughts? Is there anything that's bugged you? Or are you quite happy?
I'm pretty happy. The thing that bugged me more than anything else was that situation in round 3, the Jalibert situation.
Yes.
When that was through no fault of our own, we got pretty stung with the whole Ramos situation, and when the whole entire competition ended up with Garbisi. But most people were in the same boat, so there's not really much you can do. I've liked the introduction of kicks retained this year.
Yeah.
I think
that was really good. Yeah,
that's been a really good addition. A lot of people got stung by the whole Jalibert and Jack Conan situation. Maybe if they could introduce a bench, that could be a nice addition. Because and I've been banging the drum about this for Super Rugby for ages as well, because you get a lot more late dropouts in Super Rugby, and it's usually like at 3 or 4 in the morning, and you wake up and open your score and be like, why has he got no points? What's going on there?
Yeah.
So I think that I do. It didn't really help with Super Brew because I had Tom Jordan coming off the bench who got like 1.5 points or something like that. But I think that could be it. But honestly, the game, the scoring is really, really good. I like the fact that people can do the prop drop anymore. I thought that was a really nice addition.
Yes, that was really good.
It was very satisfying as well to sort of see your budget going up over the course of the season. For example, if you got Reece Carey early, you would have been in the money. Buy low, sell high. So I think I'm still loving the game. I think it's that right blend of sort of easy for new beginners to pick up, as well as having enough sort of nerdy stats in there for the fantasy hardcore. So it's a nice balance. Having a bench might be my only real suggestion for next year. How about you? Did you think there was anything they could change?
Give me more points, but apart from that, no. Well, my partner has a suggestion. She is furious that they removed pictures.
Oh.
They are. She is. Because she picked last year on people she liked the look of. And she beat me. So this year, she opened up the app and went, what the hell is this? And she said, if you don't put this on your podcast, I'm going to be really angry. So, George, we need to get in touch. They need to. Actually, on a serious note, it does help, actually, to have the pictures. The pictures are nice.
I'll ping them a message. I wonder what the reason. Maybe there was some sort of copyright issue or.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. But you're right. I missed that from last year.
Yeah, really, it really do need to have that. So there we go, from Claire, needs to happen.
Yeah, my team would have been brightened up by Reece Carey's cheeky little smile.
Mate, I've printed it off. I got a poster on my wall now. But no, I'm happy with that. I was thinking, before I say my one criticism, what would you say about a sort of World Cup style, adding those boosters like triple captain, defensive captain, and limitless round?
I do like those chips. I do like those chips a lot. Obviously, the super sub is kind of a constant one like that, but you're seeing a lot of fancy games do it now. Like FPL seems to do new chips every season and things like that. And so, it'd be a nice. I do like those. The limitless, I think, would be quite helpful at the start.
Yeah, big time.
When budget's tight. Triple captain. Yeah, that would have been glorious. Imagine that with Jalibert against Wales.
Ooh, what is that? It was about 80 odd, wasn't it? 80,
that was about
240.
Yeah. And the co-captain and defensive. There's a lot they can do, and I do quite like those. It was good. Women's World Cup. You could basically play one every single week as well.
I love that.
Nice addition.
Yeah, it was really, really good. But here we go, George. Here's my criticism. And please, this is not salty. A little bit. And it's not because I'm not good at it, George. I don't like Super Sub. I think 3 times the points is too much of a reward for something that is just pure luck.
It is pure luck, but this year it rarely paid off.
No, actually, yeah, you're right. There was, I think the highest was 70, maybe, wasn't it, or something
like that. Yeah, you didn't have like last year. You had in that last game when Pollock and Cunningham South both got doubles against Wales, and there was a few cases where it came off. But I can understand what you mean, because it has a real heavy influence on your overall final score, but nothing beats the rush of having a super sub absolutely nail it. I think the first year they introduced a super sub, I had randomly I chose Callum Sheedy against Italy. And he ran in a try from the halfway line and then got about 5 kicks, and I was just like, this is amazing. We need to keep this. So I've always had a bit of a soft spot for super sub.
Okay. I haven't. Just 2/5 of my super sub scored 0 this year. Right. Can we just move on? I feel bad bringing this up.
Honestly, but Gaetan though, it's I've just stopped picking backs as my super sub option.
I thought maybe they'd add him in, or I did as well, but I took the risk because Marcus Smith did me well. Yeah, he was my best super sub this season,
and he would have been decent again this week as well.
He would have been. Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Shoulda.
Hey, I got my super brew. I'm happy with that. It's fine. But here we go. We're gonna move on, and also as well, just before we move on as well, George, we have to. All our guests, thank you, because how amazing have they been? How amazing has this season been? Yeah. Just our guests have been, last year our guests were amazing. This year our guests were amazing as well. And we got so many and they were so cool. So yes, we will name every single one of them in the bio, and we will tag them and thank you. And yes.
And a massive congratulations to our guest post last week, Domingos Cabral, for winning the Rugby Europe Championship. He was starting at 10 for Portugal, got a massive win against Georgia. Amazing.
What a game. What a game. I tell you what, if you guys haven't seen it, go and watch anything you can on it, because it went right to the wire, didn't it? It was the last couple of minutes. And what a game. I was absolutely flying when I found that out, and just so well deserved. They're going to be scary, Portugal.
They're going to be. I loved selecting Portugal players in the last Rugby World Cup. Nicholas Martins.
Martins, what a guy.
What a player. Yeah. So it's great that we'll be able to select Domingos and a few of the others in next year's Rugby World Cup game. That should be great fun.
Absolutely. He's going to be my triple captain.
Don't let us down.
No, definitely not. No pressure, but absolutely don't let us down. Right, so we're going to move on. We have our awards. Now, George, I hope you can remember who you put, because I've already put who I put.
I've dug out what I said at the start of the tournament.
Because I'm just going to start off by saying some of these are embarrassing how badly we've got these wrong.
Yeah. Some are unlucky. Some are unlucky.
George, we have been the grim reaper of podcasting.
Yeah,
some of these names got
really have.
Injured. So, we can. We'll go through them. But so we'll go through these, and we'll just go through. Some of them aren't subjective, so I would just, some people will just be able to listen to the stats. The top dog award, the top point scorer, we said both it was going to be Thomas Ramos.
Yep.
And it was Thomas
Ramos.
74 points. Below him was Finn Russell at 53.
Yeah, there you go. Ramos, Ramos did so much as well. He was so much more than just a kicker.
I know. Wasn't he just incredible? Didn't he play 10 in one game as well?
He played 10.
Yeah, the Chalobert one.
And that's probably, I think that might have been his highest scoring round as well.
Yep. Because there was huge debates about that as well. So, it was so well deserved. This one is the easiest one in the world, isn't it? Who was the top try scorer? It was LBB, wasn't it? 9 tries.
9 tries.
He beat his own record last year. He just beat his own record. The one before was at Sogbay with 5.
That's 17 tries. I'm still mind blown by LB. 17 tries in 2 years of the Six Nations.
That is people will go, backs will go their whole career and not score that many in the Six Nations ever. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. Okay, so we got this next one. I can't be bothered to bleep it out again, but Leal Platoon Esther Norm, the big scorer in the biggest of games. Now, before I say this, so this might be different for both of us.
Yeah.
Obviously, we got some shout-outs because I think Dan Edwards against Italy, Browbury wasn't a big game. Please don't say Wales wasn't a big game, but let's face it, it wasn't. But I have my one. Who's your one?
Well, so I predicted DuPont versus England in my initial one. But, I mean, we've just mentioned him, but LBP against England, you can't argue with 4 tries in the biggest game, the end of season finale. You really, he's my guy for that. I mean, there are a few others. I mean, arguably you could stick Chesham on that list.
You could,
against
you absolutely
France.
could.
Aaron Wainwright as well in round 5. Massive game for Wales. But yeah, there was a few nominees, but 4 tries in the Six Nations finale to clinch the championship, pretty massive for me.
So in my original, I put Dan Edwards, so that's going to be my lovely one, because he was one of the top scoring fly halves, actually, in that whole game. But do you know who I'm going to put? Only because LBB's, no offense, George, LBB's too easy. You've got the easy one there. It is too easy, because that is the bit, yes, fine. Do you know who I'm going to put? And I'm sorry for this, because he was in my team, and this is the biggest game of their history.
Okay.
Tommaso Menoncello versus England. 54 points versus England. You got to admit that is stepping up on the biggest of days.
Massive. And I get the feeling, I mean, he was brilliant actually in round 5 as well, Menoncello, but you get the feeling that maybe some of those Italian boys have been celebrating all week after that massive win against England.
My mate said that. He was like, I really hope they party a little bit too hard that week. So.
But no, Menoncello was just massive that day.
So good. And then we have been tackled by a Fijian, most clean breaks. Unsurprisingly, actually a bit surprising considering the stat we said earlier, Biarbury with 14. Biarbury got 14.
Do they count running through onto a kicked ball as a line break? I don't know. They must do. They must do.
So, because I didn't even think that. But like, what are we to complain?
I was expecting someone like McCloskey or someone just smashing through that defensive line, but
exactly.
What surprising.
I had said Capuzzo, who only played one game, I think.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
He had a great game when he did play, but
it was fantastic. Well, I mean, this one. I feel bad for this suggestion as well, but we have Chasing Shadows, which is the most defenders beaten. Now, I had said Faye Waboso, which the Grim Reaper strikes there for the first one. Kyle Stain with 26.
Kyle Stain, he had a great tournament throughout. And like I said earlier on, he's one of those players that will get points. Even if they're not getting tries, they're still beating defenders and making line breaks. In fact, I predicted Menoncello, who came second with 20 defenders beaten, but Kyle Stain was miles ahead.
Yeah, it was amazing. And do you know what? Even though he's been fantastic for Glasgow, I wasn't expecting him to be that good. This Six Nations.
No.
So,
he's been consistent for Glasgow without really tearing up trees. I've had some solid some solid sort of 10 to 15 pointers out of him, but nothing mega like he's done here.
Well done, Kyle. Absolutely fantastic. And then when you have the Mo Farah, the most meters run, who did you say?
Well, I had Kinghorn.
I had Stewart.
I had Kinghorn. He only played 3 matches. He got 176 meters in 3 matches.
You beat mine. I said Stewart. He got 144. So he absolutely did. But our boy Zamo,
incredible. Yeah, 388. Which last year's score of Kinghorn, it just goes to show how mental that was, because I think he got like 750.
That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And great stat. Shame there was no tries at the end of it.
Exactly. No, he put in the work, and he always scored pretty well with those meter stats. And right behind him, Tomo Ramos. You consider everything else he did on 385 meters for Ramos.
Yeah,
pretty impressive.
I mean, you talk about cheat codes. Isn't it great to have the best kicker in the world? The best try scorer in the world.
He's like the Northern DMAC.
Yes, exactly. Oh my word.
He does it all.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate people that talented.
Yeah,
But I love
yeah.
it also as well because it's great.
Yeah, and then LBB was right behind on 366, and Menoncello, that man Menoncello, again, right up there, 363.
He's got to be in for player of the tournament, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got to be in for it.
Yeah.
And then we have season 5 of Stranger Things, the player who didn't quite live up. So this one's going to be subjective.
Oh my
Who
God.
do you think? I think we might say the same person.
Well, my prediction was horribly wrong. I said Kalen Doris.
Oh, that was wrong.
that was very
Yeah.
wrong. He was super consistent, and yeah.
Well, I got mine right. I said Van der Merwe, and he was the game he played for Wales against Wales. I think he scored 7 or something.
Yeah.
I can have a look because I genuinely think it was 7. It was horrific. Round 2. Let's have a look. Van der Merwe 5. He scored 5 points against Wales.
Oh
Who scores 5 points against? I could probably score 5.
Yeah.
You know, 5 against. No offense. I mean,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that because I don't want anyone to beat me up. But
No.
yeah, that's not great, is it?
No, it's not. I think I would totally agree with you. Duan is probably the one, although one player who stands out to me that I was really, really excited for, and I was going to pick him super sub every week and hoping that he would get a start. Henry Pollock. You know, he had one good super sub week.
Yeah.
He was I think it was Alex Mann who put in the high. No, I can't remember who it was who put on the high shot in round 1 to stop him from scoring that try, and that could have been different. Plumtree.
It was Plumtree, yeah.
But yeah, ultimately you look at his scores, and actually it was pretty disappointing from Pollock.
Yeah. It wasn't the best, and also I really hate to admit this. Ellis Genge didn't have the best either.
He didn't.
Like,
he didn't.
Really, I know. And the yellow card as well. I was just like, just wrapped it up, really, didn't it?
Yeah, he started off that game against France carrying really well, and I thought, we might actually see the Ellis Genge we've seen all season. But no, it just all fell apart a bit.
Yeah, it's not great. But yeah, there we go. But we have the Sam Warburton. Oh, I'm so wrong with this. The Sam Warburton special, the most turnovers. Who did you say?
Well, I hedged my bets with 2 people, Tom Curry and Tommy Reffel, and I think Reffel didn't play a minute, and Curry got injured before he started as well. So yeah, not great.
Well, don't worry. My one, Ben Earl, played pretty much every game and got 0 turnovers.
That's amazing, actually. Last year he got 5 or 6.
Yeah,
it's just
that's crazy.
Yeah, didn't happen for Earl this year.
Well, the winner was Tyg Byrne with 7 turnovers.
Amazing, and that final game as well.
Oh my word!
The amount of times you just see that little blue scrum hat popping up with the ball.
He was all over the place. It was just crazy. He looked spent. He just looked like he was going to have a year's sleep after that game.
Yeah, definitely. But what a player!
And then we have You Shall Not Pass, the most tackles. Oh, I think we were both second place with this one.
Yeah.
Because the winner was Alex Mann with 87, and 80 of those was against Ireland. And then we have David Jenkins with 84. Just 3 more tackles, Dav, and you would have done us.
He was
fair play.
Yeah. Ever reliable. He just smashes people for fun, doesn't he? He started off a bit slower this year. The first 2 games he didn't. It took a bit while for him to get into his rhythm of smashing people, but that came soon enough. But that man performance against Ireland,
it was just unreal. Imagine though being like with David. Imagine being second on tackles in your first 2 games weren't good at all. You just, and again with that Alex Mann, a lot of those being in 1 game, like a third of the. It's just we're looking good for the future. If we can sort out a lot of things, our defense definitely isn't wanting.
I picked Alex Mann actually in round 1 with that exact hope of thinking, against England he's just going to have to be smashing everyone.
Yeah,
and it just didn't quite come off. But
he waited until you dropped him, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly, and then went mental.
And then, here we go. I'll just read these out because there's a few of them on the site. So the 400-minute club, we got it right because we both said Menoncello, didn't we? Yep. And he was every minute played. Biarbari, Atisogbe, Tommy Freeman, McCloskey, Finn Russell, Zammit, Josh Adams, Ramos, Menoncello, and Tuipulotu. All of them. I'm
Wow.
sure there's more. Yeah, Tuipulotu. I didn't realize.
Yeah. He's one of those players that does so much, but doesn't really convert to fantasy points.
No. He's someone you always want on your team, but never want in your fantasy team.
Yeah.
Apart from the odd game. Yeah, all those lads. I'm sure there were more, but that's all there was on the site. All of those guys played the full complement, and fair play.
Fair play.
Was, yeah. And are we both going to say this? The surprise package. I mean, do we have to say anyone else but Rhys Carey? Is that just...
We don't have to say anyone else. Rhys Carey, number one. Number one.
Oh, I'm smiling like him. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. The Frugal Flyer. Ooh, who was your best budget player?
It was Rhys Carey again.
Yeah.
6 points. I think when I got him, it was 6.2 or something crazy like that. I literally bought him in because I couldn't afford anyone else.
Yeah.
And then he goes and scores. That was before his first try scoring match. I mean,
nice.
You can't beat a price like that.
Okay. No, that was good because I didn't pick him. I just followed the hype train. I didn't pick him up when he was cheap. But I think Balakoon was my
Balakoon. Yeah,
you know, he was my Frugal Flyer because I got him and I was using him in Super Brew to save a little bit of cash as well.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I picked him up in week 2 when he came into that squad against Italy, and he never got removed from my Super Brew team after that. Exactly.
And also, got to give a shout out. Browbury was cheap when he came in as well.
Yeah,
and he absolutely. Woo! What a great set. I mean, obviously, I really hope he recovers well. But we put Totoro.
Yeah.
So my word, we struck again. Horrible.
Yeah. Gutted. And Saints playing Newcastle this weekend. I would have definitely had him.
My word, you would have been I know you can't triple captain on there, but yeah, my word, that would have been a good game for him. But this is interesting. El Capitan, best captain score, of course, LBB. Throughout the tournament, he's always been, I would say he's the best because he outscored Ramos altogether.
Yeah.
Altogether, he outscored Ramos. So captaining him every week, as you said, in that lovely stat from the start, would have been just the way to go. And hey, I would have been in the top 20 in the world if I would have captained him every week. Wouldn't have broken away. So
who was your best captain over the course of the tournament?
My bet, what, on my week by week?
Yeah. Elevator music.
Okay. Do you want to know who my best captain was?
Yeah, go on.
Tommy Freeman.
Tommy Freeman in week 1.
Week 1, 50 points.
Wow.
He scored 50. I think he got a last second try, wasn't it? It was right at the end of the game. I was going to captain Biarbury, but to be fair, Biarbury got 51 in that game, so I didn't really miss out.
Yeah.
I captained Biarbury in Super Brew, but yeah, on the official, my best captain was Freeman.
On the official, I didn't actually have any massive captain picks.
Okay.
So week 1, I had Dupont, who got me 60 points after the captain bonus, so 30. Okay. My biggest one was in week 2, Louis Bielbiarri, 78 points after the captain. Week 3, I had Bielbiarri, 54 points after the captain, so not massive. Week 4, Ben Earl, 52 points, and then week 5, Thomas Ramos, 60 points for him. So no mega captain hits at all, really.
Okay. So fair enough. Well, I surprised myself with George. It seems so long ago, round 1, doesn't it? I was just thinking back to that. I was like, how long's it been? Oh, it was terrible. So yeah, okay, fair enough. So yeah, we didn't shine too much with the captains. No. Okay. Well, the Colm Flaherty Award, OOP MVP. Who is your best out of position player?
It was definitely Chesham in that final match. It had to be. It had to be.
Yeah.
Tyke had his games as well, but in fact, I can't remember. He did play out of position once or twice, didn't he?
Yeah, I was going to say Tyke was great. He played a couple of. I think he played 2 as a blind side. But can I give a Super Brew shout out?
Yes.
Jamie Osborne. What a great. I don't want to be harsh. Great cheap player. What good value. And do you know what? Solid. I think he's been one of the best centres to have. And when he scored that, I took him out in the last round. When he scored that try, I just thought he's going to pop off, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's great. Absolutely brilliant. What a person to have in Super Brew.
Definitely. My prediction at the start of the tournament, I mean, I didn't take him in the end, but he stung a lot of people. Jamie Doby.
Oh, yes. Yes, he did.
He did.
Oh dear.
I think Colm had a very disappointing Six Nations, I think, by his standards, and I think Jamie Doby probably has a lot to answer for in that.
I picked him unofficial in round 1, and that was it. Yeah. After that, I picked him and Tom Jordan. I did the double out of position.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That was enough for me.
I remember at the start of the tournament, All Things Rugby, Shania from All Things Rugby, posted a video and he was just waxing lyrical about Jamie Doby captain.
Oh no. But then again, we can't be too harsh because look at the URC. Look what he's carried.
Top try scorer in the URC this season.
Yeah. He has carried most people's teams. If you have him in draft, like I said, I think I said it in the first podcast. My friend went up against Colm and I saw you Jamie Doby and I thought,
yeah, but you're in trouble here.
Oh my word, yeah, not great. So, yeah, there we go. Oh well, look at this. Rugby Mag special, best attacking prop.
Did we both go for Genge?
We both did go for Genge, yes. Yeah. But we can't go for Carey now because he's a winger, isn't he? So
he's a winger. He's upgraded.
Not a prop.
He's not a prop. Yeah, absolutely. With pace like that.
Reece Carey, you have become a household name. So I hope he's happy because what have you seen that little interview with him where he says, I never score tries, I don't know what celebration to do, and then it cuts and he's doing the fingers and the interviewer says like, why did you do that? And he's like, I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. I was so good. Yeah, no, fair play, Carey. To be honest with you, apart from the odd moments of like, Schumann got his try, O'Toole in the last game, I can't think of any other prop that made me go, wow.
Yeah, no one else had a big week. Simone Ferrari got his player of the match in round 1.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah,
but that was pretty much it.
Yeah, no attacking props. No. It was oh god, I'm looking at these names and I forgot how horrible they were. Rubber Dub sub, best super sub. Who do you think?
Timoney was pretty decent off the bench.
Yeah.
On a frequent basis. Marcus Smith, actually.
Yes, actually, yeah. Marcus Smith was fantastic.
He had 2 great performances off the bench.
Yeah.
I predicted Henry Pollock, and obviously that didn't.
Yeah, same. I mean, for like one of his games was decent. Timoney was great. Solid one to have. And Timoney, I love Timoney anyway. But Marcus Smith, I think, was the winner for me. And if it wasn't for big old Stu cutting him down, he would have broken 100 on that, on that game. Definitely. So, yeah. So we have the ghost of Sixmas Past here, where it is shines early, drops off, then has a banger of a late round. Now, I'm excited because I haven't nailed who my original prediction was, but this is a good one. Who was your prediction originally?
My prediction was James Lowe, who...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He did shine early, but then he got injured.
He did, yes. So can we count that? I mean, it's pretty good.
Maybe, but he definitely didn't have a banger of a late round.
No, okay, fair enough. I said Brex, who was relatively fantasy stale this year. He was a great player, but just not.
Yeah, he was a bit like Tui Pelotu. He sort of does a lot of work around, but that doesn't really convert to fantasy points when you've got Menoncello outside of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for this, and he's been one of the players of the tournament, so I don't know if he fits the criteria, but shone early, dropped off, had a banger of a late round. Mathieu Jalibert.
Yes, I put him. Yes, me and you, George. Yeah, got him. 52, 81, literally dropped off. Had a 14 and then a 44 to end.
Yeah.
George, I'm so glad you put that. We are, wow. I mean, that was, I felt really bad about one of my friends on round 3 messaging me and saying, I'm so excited for Jalibert. Why didn't you tell me about him? And I was like, listen to the pod, man. And then
exactly.
And then he put him in and he dropped out.
Bang on about him since week 1.
I know. Oh, but yes. Good. Thanks, George. I'm really glad you got that one because, you can't really get more of a ghost of Sixmas Past than that, can you? But Oh, do you know what that has brought up? Do you know, just to switch it back to rugby, not fantasy, that's a problem now moving forward, isn't it? Jalabert and Ntamak?
Yeah, exactly.
What a problem to have.
Maybe they'll slot Ntamak in at 12. Which could be an option. I mean, oh my God, they got so many options in the centres as well.
Because I thought, where's Browbury going to... Can Browbury do 13? Or is that more of a deporter?
He probably could. Yeah. He's not done so much for Poe, but I think he could probably slot in there. I mean, so Poe obviously have him and Gaetan 12 and 13. Yeah. Maybe.
Horrible.
Maybe.
Hate it. What a problem to have.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this one's good. So no tries, no worries. 0 tries scored, but tops the number. So I'd put Jack Morgan. I'm not wrong. So, I mean, he scored 0, but
he's definitely scored no tries.
Yes. Who did you put?
My prediction was Blair Kinghorn.
Okay.
He got no tries. Then he did all right when he came back. But yeah, no, not really. I mean, the one that stands out to me here is Caelan Doris.
Yeah. I've got another person from the same team as well. Doris and McCloskey.
Yeah.
38 and 34 average points.
Mega. Both of them just had a brilliant Six Nations.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Imagine that. 38 and 34 average points. 5 games played each. McCloskey played every minute. Can't really go wrong, can you? And no tries. Imagine they got... How did Big Stu not score? Crazy.
I know. He was so good throughout.
I know. And then... this is going to be a conversation for another time. So you've got a friend in him, most assists. I put Max Ijomo. What England were doing not bringing him in was just beyond. And especially because someone said to me, maybe he doesn't step up in the international because he said, you're a Bath. He got man of the match in the last game.
He was brilliant in the autumn.
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant.
Fantastic. So I don't know. Yeah. World Rugby need to really have a think about that. Yeah. Sorry, the RFU really need to have a think about that. But who did you put?
I put Dupont.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
That you.
Yeah, he got a few. Yeah. He got a few.
How many did he get?
Yeah.
He got 5 assists in total, so third behind McCloskey and Jalabert.
I was going to say they got 6. So you almost got that, George.
Yep.
Yeah, and do you know what? That's not even Dupont's final form, is it? He had a relatively quiet Six Nations, and even
for him.
Yeah, so 5, and he even had not the best. But Jalabert and McCloskey, wow, that's why McCloskey didn't score, because he was helping everyone else.
He was just assisting everyone else.
Oh, how nice of him. Okay, and then we have. Oh, I'm so happy with this. I nailed this perfectly. Derailing the hype train. So who do we think that was just going to be overhyped and then didn't deliver?
I'm pretty happy with my one here as well. So interested to see who you had, but I had Duan van der Merwe.
Nice. Yes. So
that
you
definitely
nailed that.
Definitely did not deliver.
Yeah. I'm almost tempted to find my little segment on this from round 1. We'd have to go way back in time.
Yeah.
Play it through the gramophone and have a listen. But I'm pretty certain I said, and I think Henry works better in bigger games where the pressure isn't on him.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of hype will be built that he'll score 5 tries, run 500 meters for that game, and Italy will target him. I could not have gotten that more right.
I mean, if only he'd come on with more than 2 minutes to spare, maybe he would have done.
Let me have this one. It's the only time I've gotten a super sub prediction correct. Sadly, it got me 0 points because I picked him. But yeah, that I think that exact moment was my derailing the hype train. Because he didn't come on. He didn't come on enough, Okay, so this isn't good. Second album syndrome. The player who had one insane week and then disappeared. God, I put Doris.
Oops. Doris.
Yeah, I put Doris.
Oh man, well I didn't do much better. I put Lorenzo Canone, and he was consistent throughout the entire tournament.
I mean, I've got somebody who's fantastic. I mean, I put Jalabert, and then in my notes I put lol, only because he literally dropped out, and I can't feel bad. I feel a bit bad for that. I mean, it's hard to say Browbury, but he didn't a little,
Browbury is the one that stood out to me as well. He had that. I mean, he was probably never going to play much in this tournament.
No.
You know, he was given that opportunity from the Murfana injury. But still, he had that one massive week against Wales, a little bit quieter against Italy, and then he wasn't to be seen after that.
Exactly. But I've got one, George, and I think you're overlooking him. You ready?
James Lowe.
No. George, you really don't like that man, do you? No, this is so my mate was so happy that he picked him in round 1, and then he picked him again, and he got a red card.
Oh, Arundel.
Yes. So that is my second album syndrome, because hat trick to a red card.
Yeah. He's not one of those players like BLB Ari who got all those tries but carried for barely any meters whatsoever.
I know. And I said that to my friend. I said, if he scores, he'll score a lot, but he won't make any meters. And he didn't. Every touch was just a try. It was just, So there we go. My one is Arundel. But here we go. Not like this, not like this. The player you were planning to take out, and you left them out, and they punished you. Who did it for you this season, George?
Well, my prediction was Darcy Graham, and
yeah, fair enough.
He definitely did that. But the one that really annoyed me was Lorenzo Canone in week 1. I was thinking, the weather's due to be terrible. He's an absolute beast in the rain. I got caught out not to let him last year. I won't make that mistake again. And I did make that mistake again. And lo and behold, he absolutely delivered that week.
Oh, that is upsetting, George, because you are a Canone fan. You know, I would expect.
What a player.
Well, my one is the one who cost me 30 Super Brew rankings, which is Carl Stein.
Yeah.
I had him in my team. He's on the bench, George. I could see those numbers on the bench. He scored about 35 points that game for Super Brew, which is insane.
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy. And I think Balakoon can work that one with me as well, because I had him in and then I didn't put him in, and yes, I had the opposite though. So Alex Nankivell gave us that suggestion about Browbury. We were talking about Browbury. I had the opposite. Just picked him and he paid off. So there you go. Browbury got the like this, you know.
I had the same with Hugh Jones in round 2 as well against England.
So you're about to spoil my next award. The personal vendetta, or the Guile Fiku award. The player who is, when he's in your team, he does terribly, but out of your team shines. George, can you guess who I'm about to say?
Well, I'm not sure. Not sure who you would have for that one.
Oh,
wow,
George. Wow. I had Hugh Jones in my team and he scored me 14 points. I think I even had him in Super Brew 1 week, and then you pick him, I drop him, and oh my gosh, George, how much did he get you that week? Wasn't it like 60 points or something?
It was 49 points.
Well, 49
not
still
too shabby at all.
Oh, I have never felt more anger towards you in my life when I saw those tries coming in, because he does nothing for me. Do you know, in Super Brew, I remember being in Cardiff once and going, I'm going to captain him, because he was at home against Zebra, and I went, there we go. And he didn't score a try, and he made about 15 meters. I actually thought he was injured. I was like, what's going on? Every time I pick Hugh Jones, he does terribly.
Oh, so brutal. Well, the one I've got, and I picked him for his worst week of all. The one time I pick him. Yeah, all the other weeks he did pretty well. Ben White of Scotland. The one week I picked him was that week where I was gambling between him and Dupont, and I was like, Dupont's not quite been doing it. I'm going to gamble on Ben White this week. That was also the week that Jalabert was out, so because I had White, it meant that I didn't have Dupont. That was just a real stinker. So I had him for his 12-point week.
That is upsetting. That was, you know what? That was an emotionally draining round. That wasn't.
It was just destroyed me.
That wasn't fantastic. Yeah, no, I'm not. Not loving that. But you know, I had a few that were like that across here. But I got to say though, can we just? I know we've come to the end of the awards, but can we just say to everyone who's listening, people were winding us up about always pick Sheehan.
100%. Never. Just if he's there, pick him, because he will punish you. And I loved the way he just lolled all the unbelievers out. Those who didn't keep the faith. And punish them in the best possible way.
So do you know what? My dream would be people to write in with their ones of this. Please do if you want to, because I think the personal vendetta would be filled with Sheehan's.
Yeah, 100%.
Because quite a few of my friends gave up. They gave up on him, and I think a lot of Discord gave up on him. But we stuck with him.
We stuck with him, and that paid off in a big way.
Yeah, I think in the last game as well, round 5, he did really well
smashed
again.
It in round 5 as well. Got another try.
Yeah. So he started slow, but always pick him. There he is, 43 as well. But even on the rounds where he did, I just looked, he got 4 in one of them. Yeah, that wasn't fantastic. Sorry, I just look at that.
That wasn't great.
But still, thank you, Sheehan, for giving me some bit of credit in the bank there. But yeah, George, no, we've pretty much run our course. That is it.
Six Nations. That's a wrap.
And I've heard a lot of people saying, "Is this the best Six Nations ever?" I wouldn't say, but it's up there. It's been one of the most entertaining.
Definitely up there. It's been really entertaining. Close. Every team's had their moments as well. You know, there's been highs and lows for every team. It's been really enjoyable. Loved it.
It has been. And fantasy-wise, it's been great. And everyone, do you know what? My only hope with this podcast is at least one person listens to it,
Yeah.
And we had a lot of people listening, and do you know what? All I care about is that people enjoy it. And they have. Exactly. They've been writing in and giving us great questions, which is fantastic. I really hope people in their leagues, their forfeit leagues, have survived and managed to make it through. I don't like that we put that out, because some of the suggestions I've had for forfeits are horrific, so we're not going to do. I did quite like go to a Dragons game.
Oh yeah, now that's a punishment, isn't it?
That's a stinger. That's a stinger. I don't think I could do that. But yeah, no, we'll think of something and we'll put it on the Discord. We'll do something, George.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll definitely do it. But yeah, that's
cool.
That's it, isn't
it? That's it. Paul, thank you so much. Loved doing this, as always. We'll be back again in the future.
We will be. And thank you, George. You don't have to thank me. I'm thanking you, because without you, I think I would get horrible things mailed to me for the suggestions. I would get actual hate mail if it was just me, George. It would be a disaster. So thank you for balancing out all of my horrific suggestions. But yes, 1-1 again, George.
1-1 again.
We're gonna have to. I think
we're gonna have to do this again, aren't we?
We're just gonna have to do it again.
Yeah,
we're just gonna have to. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So thank you, George.
Thank you, Paul.
I will see you in the next. Well, I'll see you on Friday for the. For all the
again.
Other fantasy
Super
things.
Brew, like Ron Melee, Draft XV, bring it on.
Oh, bring it on, mate. Take care.